Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Whatever time y'all are tuning in, I certainly appreciate y'all are here. Today's video, guys, I'm going to be cleaning up that rigid fixed blade knife, and I'm going to show you the results of the leather sheath I did for that knife. It looks so good. Then we're going to be putting some wax on there to protect it. It should be good and dry. And also, guys, we're going to be opening up a package all the way from Gurly, Alabama from Mr. Michael Davis. And we're going to be looking at a book that is loaded with information in it, okay? So I can't wait to share all this stuff with y'all, and I just want to say thank y'all for tuning in today, and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, guys, this is the rigid fixed blade made between 1970 and 1980. All we're going to do is polish this brass, put some mineral oil on this wood, and this thing's already pretty sharp, but we're going to sharpen it up with the might even just give it a new edge. It's got some ridges down through there. It's not an even edge all the way down, so we'll probably give it a new edge on the sander. But this thing's going to clean up really good. It ain't really bad at all, but we're going to try to polish that blade out some too. It's going to be a good looking knife. But you see how this cleaned up. The saddle soaked and cleaned it. It's good and dry now. And look at the brass on that, guys. Look at the silver little the rivets right here. We're fitting to put some wax on this sheath right here, though. It's Mama's Outback Leather Wax. You can find this at Shankle Homestead Leather Works at their website. It's $5 a can. Not too bad. You would not believe how good this sheath feels right now. It's almost like new, guys. It really is. This was a well-made leather sheath. It really was back in the 70s now. Good stuff. Now we got to clean this knife to match this sheath here. Did you look at that brass, how well it shined up, y'all? See that right there? This even has a copper tone to it right there. Pretty cool, ain't it? Hoorah. Alright, now we're fitting to jump on this knife. Fitting to hit it with some Never Dull. We're going to get us a new piece. Got to get that green stuff off the brass here. Then we're going to take it over there and polish it up. With my Dremel tool. Alright, cleaned it up good. Now if it can go over there and put some flits on it and use my my Dremel to polish it on out. Guys, if y'all was wondering, this is a saddle soap that I use. This is called Fibings, or Fabings. It works good. It's the only saddle soap I've ever used. And I love it. It cleans and polishes and restores. It really does. It conditions the leathers. Clean and renew handbags, holsters, belts, saddles, sports gear, shoes, luggage, and leather furniture. And I can concur that it does leather sheaths too. That thing looks 100% better from what it did yesterday. Don't it? Love it. Anyway, fit to go polish this brass up. We're just going to add a little bit of flits to the bolsters. That's all. Not too much, just enough to give it some good shine. Okay, guys, I got a little mineral oil right here I'm going to be putting on the wood. Look at that grain right there. Pretty, in it. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, guys, here it is. The rigid fixed blade knife made from 1970 all the way up to 1980. It was made in Santee, California. Again, the rigid company was formed by 2 Buck employees. In 1980, they moved out to Arkansas, and they went out of business in 1987. Beautiful knife, though, ain't it? Very heavy knife, but it cleaned up good. You knew it would. Got some beautiful wood handles there. This knife is very well made, and you can chuck up on this. A skinner is what it is. You chuck up on the blade, you got a guard here and a guard here, a finger groove. But it sure would be nice with a lanyard hole right here. Very good knife, though. Very good knife. They were very well made back in the day. It's heavy. See how thick that tine is right there, the spine of that knife? Almost a 1/4 inch thick right there. Beautiful, ain't it? I love the finger grooves. And the sheath is nice and clean and shiny too. Look how that thing turned out, y'all. Beautiful, ain't it? Hoorah. I love the way that saddle soap does the leather, guys, and then you add that wax to it right here. You got the saddle soap as Fabings or Fabings saddle soap. Then you let it dry. Don't put oil or wax on it once it's damp because it traps the moisture inside. It will mold. The leather will mold if you don't let this dry good. Then you add this to it after it dries. Man, that leather feels good on that sheath right there. And this is one of the best sheaths that I've seen as being far as well made of any brand. Look how thick that is right there. Beautiful, ain't it? Love it. Well, guys, let's go open that package up now. Okay, guys, here's the package from Mr. Michael Davis from Gurly, Alabama. Fix to open it up and see what Mr. Michael sent. Whoa. All this stuff, y'all. Wow. Check that out, y'all. That is awesome. Hoorah. I can't wait to see what that is. It's a Victorinox right there. Love that. I don't see no note, though. Check this out. Zippo. Man, that's a flat bottom right there. Golly. Got dots on it. I might have to go get my card from over at the other shop. It's got 3 dots on the left and 3 dots on the right. That is flat bottom right there. I'm going to go get my card and we'll figure out what year that is. This is a Victorinox right here. Got a blade that don't ever look like it's ever been used. And you got your flat tip screwdriver, bottle opener, wire stripper. You got a small flat tip screwdriver, can opener. And you got a small blade right here. Don't look like it's ever been used. Corkscrew. And you got a sewing awl right here, punch blade. Ain't that awesome? Then you got the best in the business tweezers. Somebody asked me why do I keep calling this the best in the business? They said that every time they use them, they don't work. I'm telling you guys, these are the best things to get a little bit of a little bitty splinter out, piece of metal. I'm telling you, they work good for me. I've never had a pair that didn't work good for me. So I don't know what he was referring to, but to me, they're the best that you can buy right there. They come with a knife. And you got a toothpick. But they're just really good, like grabbing stuff. You got a multi-tool here, a little card multi-tool. Like you got a saw, can opener right here, a little blade. And you got a little hex head wrench right here. It goes from large to small. Then you got a measuring tape right here, or measuring ruler. Trying to find that word, ruler. My goodness. Anyway, that's it right there. Let's see what we got. I can always use the rubber bands and the shop cloth. I appreciate that. Ooh, another Victorinox. Look at there. It's got a broken blade. Sewing off. Missing the tweezers and the toothpick. It's got a corkscrew. It's got a this blade's been used a good bit. It's got a fishing tool. I thought it was a saw, but it's got a hook remover and descaler. Flat tip screwdriver, bottle opener, wire stripper, small flat tip screwdriver, can opener, and it's got scissors. The big scissors for shears, but it's missing the spring. We can fix a lot of this. I've never taken one of these apart, and this might be the first one I try to replace the sewing awl. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? It'd be a good video, I think. Oh, and it's got a broken blade right here too. Huh. Might have to try that. Never taken a Victorinox apart. Again, Mike, thank you for these towels and the rubber bands. Wow. Congress got a broken spring. Them handles look really good, though. I like them handles. Like this celluloid. Hen and rooster is what it is. Look at that. Solid in German. Hen and rooster. Man, I wish I had some springs. I might have another Congress over there. The springs might not fit exactly right. But these blades look like they're in pretty good shape. At least that one did. Yeah, the blades look like they're in pretty good shape. This is a good knife. Very good knife. Thank you, Mike. I love that right there now. Might have to try to work on it too one day. Dang, another hen and rooster. Same thing. Broken springs. Might be dog. Good knife. Ooh, a fixed blade, y'all. pommel will screw off. I'm going to say that thing is a Western. Craftsman. Oh my God, look at that, y'all. It's got a bear head on there. How about that? Golly. Ain't that awesome, guys? Man. Well, I be dog. I'm just going to glue that down right there. That's all I'm going to do. Because everything else is tight. That's just got a little bit of looseness. Man, I love that. Check that out. I've seen these, and this is a Craftsman. Yes, sir. You know what? That's going to go in Bucky's and Cutter's Corner. Ain't that awesome? Very cool, buddy. Thank you so much for that, Michael. The handle's in great shape. Again, that's just a little loose. I'm just going to mix up some of that glue and stick underneath there and put that in a vise like this and tighten that vise up, and it'll glue. It'll be good and tight in. Awesome, buddy. Thank you so much for that. Feels like another Victorinox. No, it ain't. That's a Camp King, y'all. The handles are different on this one. Imperial Ireland. That's why the handles are different from the ones made in the USA. This is probably from the 70s and 80s. Got your bottle opener, flat tip screwdriver, bottle opener here. This is a can opener. I apologize. And punch blade, and then that main blade is in great shape. Looks like it's got some good carbon steel. It's probably from the 70s. But you can just glue that back on, ain't no problem. It's got a little break right there. Very cool, buddy. Thank you so much. I love this. All right, let me go get that card and we'll figure out what year this is. Okay, guys, here is a Zippo regular light identification code. This is the regular side. Now, this is a Zippo Slim. So it's got flat bottom, no date code, but it's got 3 on the left. I forgot what I said. See, it's got 4 on the left and 3 on the right here. So, flat bottom. It's a 1958. See, there was 2 date codes in 58. So you got 4 on the left and 3 on the right. That's 1958. You also had 4 on the left and 4 on the right. How about that? From 1966, the date code for slim and regular lighters has been the same since 1966. I love this card. This card's going to go right here. My radio died. I'm going to charge it up. I got to charge my jackeries up. I got 3 jackeries. I got a 1500, 500, and a 300. I got to get them all charged up. As y'all know it, there's a hurricane brewing down there in the Gulf, and it's supposed to come up right through here. The eye is going to be close. They really don't know yet, but they're forecasting the eye to really go, just going to go to the east of us. So we're going to get some strong winds. We could have some power out, the outages. So I got to get all my jackeries charged up. And if y'all are in the path, guys, y'all get ready. Just be like the Boy Scouts. Always be prepared. Okay, you don't never know what you're going to encounter with these storms. You got storm surge, you got wind damage that can knock down tree limbs and knock your power out for a week at a time. I remember when I was a kid, We had a bunch of ice storms in the late 70s, early 80s. We was out power for, I know, a week or two sometimes. It was crazy, but we did it, you know. And when I was younger, guys, we very seldom went to town. I know my mom and dad went and got groceries, but when they bought, they prepared enough for a week or two, and we hardly ever went to town. The only time I went to town was I rode a school bus and come back home. That's no lie. But y'all get prepared now because it's on the way. Anyway, guys, this is really cool. Now we're going to get a look at the Operation Desert Storm knife. I don't even know what this is. I seen one of these the other day. It's made in Taiwan. That's funny. I seen one of these the other day, and it was in Barnesville, Georgia. This is cool. I remember it's made in Taiwan right there. Ain't that pretty cool? Because I said it kind of looked like a Zippo, in which it does. And they're serialized right there, 7,904. Well, Mike, I appreciate this, buddy. I really do. It's a good night. Thank you so much, man. It's probably made, it's got to be made in the 90s, you know? Very cool, buddy. Thank you so much for this. I appreciate that. But this right here, oh, man. Look at that. Insert's messed up. Ain't nothing I can do with that. Yeah, everything's gone. See that? With the casing. That's pretty cool. I love that. We're going to have to get a new insert for it. I think I have some over there. It won't match up, but at least it'll work with a 1958 casing. It's pretty cool. I love this thing right here now. We just got to do a little bit of work to it. Then that's going to go in Bucky and Cutter's corner over there. Ain't that awesome? Michael, I appreciate this stuff, man. I really do. And I love this little thing right here now. Love it. It will always remain right there. But I got to charge this one up. And I got, actually, I got two more. I got three of these. I'm going to charge them all up. Really good to have. And another thing, guys, whenever you're out and about, look for these. These are Cub Scout books. And it's Boy Scouts of America. But this one here was printed in, I think the 50s, I want to say. You see, it's got your, it's got advertisements in here. Yeah. 5th edition, 4th printing, January of 1951. See there? It's got your advertisements in here like this right here. Ain't that cool? This is just fun to look at, guys. See here? Well, if they got any knife advertisements. Look here, they got a gun advertisement. That's pretty cool. It's a 22. Look at there. It's an Ivor Johnson Every Scout's Choice self-cocking 22 safety rifle. Other popular Ivor Johnson models are Ivor Johnson Champion single barrel shotgun. It's pretty cool, ain't it? There they are. Look at there. Marbles. For sale at your sporting goods store or right for catalog. Marble Arms, a manufacturing company in Michigan. How about that? Check that out, y'all. $3 for that. Woodcraft knife, number 49, 4.5 blade with sheath, $3. Waterproof matchbox, 75 cents. Then you got a sport knife, number 6 4-inch blade with sheath, $2.50. Expert knife, number 545 5-inch blade with sheath, $3.50. This is so cool. I love that blood groove right there. Look at that. I wish I could find one of them. Marvel's Ideal, number 45 5-inch blade with sheath, $3.50 with 6-inch blade, $4. Man, you got a compass too. I love that. See, that's what I love right here, guys, the history. Another gun advertisement. A Remington model 521T. That's a swell 22. Ain't that cool? Look at the axes right here. Look at that plum. Wow. Very cool. There's another 31 bucks. Mossberg. Ain't that awesome? This right here, guys, it tells you how to sharpen a knife and everything. These just are just full of good old information that young kids don't learn today. Woodsman tools. See, carrying and passing your pocket knife and axe. See there? It just gives you just common sense stuff, you know, that young kids need to know, and even some adults. And I always pick up tips out of these things too. Care for your axe, using your axe, sharpening your knife. See there? Sharpening your axe, changing your handle out, fire building. Just a lot of good stuff in here, y'all. Get the lay of the land by use of a pocket watch. Bunch of cool stuff in here, y'all. Good stuff that every young man should know about, you know. Young girl too. Wouldn't hurt for the young girls to know the Girl Scouts, you know. I don't see any Girl Scout books, but I see a bunch of Boy Scouts books, and that's what I love to practice right there. Be prepared. That's why this patch, I love that patch. Be prepared. I love these old books. Well, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video today. I just cannot say enough how much I love cleaning them old knives, and I'm starting to fall in love cleaning them old sheaths. The dirtier the better, because I'm telling you, I would have never thought that saddle soap would do what it does, but it cleans it really good and conditions it, and then you let it dry and you put that wax on there. It's just, that wax just makes a clean sheath feel good and tight and well protected. It protects it from the elements, the water getting into the leather, which makes for a longevity. It gives it a longer life on your sheath. It's just always good to protect your sheath that protects your knives. But I just really enjoy that stuff, and I can't say enough about it, guys. It's just so therapeutic, so therapeutic. I love cleaning knives. I love cleaning sheaths now. I do. Used to, I just spray that rim oil on there, which is fine, but it don't clean it like it needs to be. So I was wrong on that. Just used to, I'd find an old sheath that's real dry. I just spray it down with rim oil, and it works, no problem, but it don't clean it. So I'd rather do it like I'm doing it now with saddle soap, and then after it dries, put that leather wax on there. So it's good and protected and clean again, you know what I mean? But also want to thank Mr. Michael Davis all the way from Gurly, Alabama, for sending me all those knives and gifts. I really love that Bearhead Craftsman fixed blade knife. Thank you so much for that. I love them all, but I really love that Bearhead fixed blade. It's going to go over there around Bucky and Cutter. I've got 16 shelves to hang. I got to cut them down a little bit. They're a little bit more than 16 inches wide, but I got to cut them down to make them fit in here. These are right at 16 inches wide. I forgot the exact measurement. I think it's 15 and a quarter in between here. So I got to cut them down some and make them fit in there. And I'm gonna put 6 magnets on it, which will hold 3 knives each. Might be able to fit 8, I don't know yet. Depends on how long the knives are. But we're gonna be gluing them little magnets on the shelves, and that way when I put a knife up there, it's gonna stay fixed. And you don't have to worry about it falling off all the time or falling down. But that's gonna be all the way around the room. I might be ordering some more, but there's gonna be a bunch of knives on display in here, guys, and I cannot wait to give y'all a tour. But anyway, guys, what about that Cub Scout book or the Boy Scout book? If you're in a bookstore, pick those up, because that's just solid information. And I always love to pick those up and just look through them, read them. And I really love the old ones. Like that one was in 1951. I bought that one on eBay. I believe it was 10 to 15 bucks, but I actually bought 3 of those. I gave one to each of my boys, and I call them my boys. They're grown men. One is 34, the other one is 30, so they're grown men, I should say. But I gave them one each just to have. It's just got good information in it about as far as sharpening knives, sharpening your axe, and just all kinds of stuff in there. Just a good survival and being prepared. It just talks about all that stuff. It's just good stuff. It really is, that every young man needs to know, and every adult needs to know, and even the women and young girls. It's just good to know in case you need it, you know what I mean? Because you never know what situation you're going to be in, just like the hurricane that's coming. I have no idea how it's going to affect us here today, but I'm going to be prepared. My jackeries are going to be fully charged. I'm going to have 3 weather radios charged. It's always good to have, enough water, enough food that lasts you 2 to 3 weeks to even 6 months. So be leery of that. Just always be prepared. That's why I love the Cub Scouts and Boy Scout books, because it's just full of great information. Anyway, guys, I just want to thank y'all so much for tuning in today. I want to say God bless y'all. Till we meet again, guys. It'll be like a good night. Stay sharp.
Drive through towns, the whispers start, hey. Flea markets calling a treasure hunt today, hey, hey. With Antique Queen by his side, they search, they barter, take the ride. He's the knife doctor on a seal crusade, trucking with his lady in the deals they jade. Down the lane where rust meets fate, he sees a spark and the forgotten ain't too late. A diamond in the rough, they say, till the knife doctor puffs the years away. Through the aisles and past the stands, his keen eye sweeps over the merchant's lands. Picks up a blade, its story untold. Edges dull, but the handle's gold. He squints his eyes, sees past the grime. Each knife he saves like stopping time. In every town, a tale of Jim. The hunt is on, no need to pretend.
Y'all got any knives or anything? Some pocket knives?